10 to 9 on a Sunday morning, and I'm not sure if this film is called The Earliest Bird or I've just got up, look at me hair, but sometimes on Facebook somebody says police tape, and to coin a phrase, you know, the best zoom lens are your legs. Best way to get there is not sit there. Well, you can sit there in your office, or say it's a Sunday morning, or want your breakfast and it's Easter Sunday morning, happy Easter, but sometimes just get in the car and see what you can find, and that is traditional journalism. It's called doing your job, but I said, you know, so there is, you know, when did that stop becoming traditional journalism? Well, that's for others to answer. If they can sit in their offices and leech off Facebook, as opposed to, and this is where you go and learn something as well. You might learn what's actually happened, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a cul-de-sac. You do get things like that, people saying stuff. And in fact, I think I had one yesterday where somebody said something about a road traffic accident. I'm not an ambulance chaser, by the way. I hope these films may help my defence in that assertion. But you know, sometimes you get absolutely nothing, and I don't know. Here I am. You know, it's one of these. You know, what am I going to get? Maybe I'll get nothing. But you've got, in my opinion, to get in your car and see what's occurring. By the way, this is sometimes I said about the zoom lens, but sometimes you just can't find it, or you have trouble finding it, and then you find yourself having to go through fences and pathways, etc. But you know, the mystery bloke wandering around the back alleys at 9 o'clock in the morning. But let's see how I get on. Well, we're still searching for this crime scene, and my good lady wife has maybe suggested, as it's April the 1st, it could be an April Fool. Now you might be thinking, what, somebody would actually go on Facebook and say there's a crime scene with police taped off and it's been like that for several hours, and actually it's an April Fool? Well, maybe that might be the point of this film, you know, that you have to follow up leads, but even, you know, maybe you have to go on April the 1st, you know, somebody might think that's quite funny, you know, and maybe, you know, maybe just think it's funny. Maybe they think that journalists will start, you know, not being self-referential, you know, etc. But who knows? I'll keep following the lead. Okay, and I've just had a message on, so we'll see what it says. Thanks very much. And so, continuing regarding our going out this morning at 8:45 on a Sunday morning. So, still haven't got to the bottom of this. So I might just put this on now, or there might be an extra bit coming after here. But and so you've already seen me. I'm looking for this story. People, somebody came up on, you know, people come on Facebook pages, and the guy who's a reliable source, you know, said this is what I saw. So there's no reason to dispute it. So I'm not labelling him, okay. But I just noticed that Essex Fire Brigade and Essex Police, and I'm sure this is the first time I've seen this, have put a piece out about hoax calls. So if there are people making hoax calls on April the 1st, are there people also thinking it's funny to go on Facebook and say there's a police scene and there's not? As I said, maybe there is, and they haven't got back to me yet. And as I said, you first saw this film at 8:45. It's now 8:45. So we'll keep following. Finally, Monday evening, I've had a police statement after Sunday lunchtime, as you can see, that I asked for it, and I got one, and a crime did occur. Sadly, a crime did occur, sexual assault on a teenage girl. I hope the police will be able to find somebody, and justice will take its course. But I guess you could see how, you know, as you know, I'm probably defending myself here, that I was getting worried that somewhere along there had been an April Fool or whatever, because that had come into the ether, and you know, it's great that the people at Harlow had come on Facebook, actually genuinely saw what they saw and reporting it, and our contact on Twitter was Jen, as he had been for 5 years. But I think it might, you know, give you a feeling of I could have easily just said, oh well, you know, or gone down the wrong line. Not left and done anything about it, and there are all sorts of situations in which you get things like that where you're diverted off your course, you know, where your course is you're following a lead, follow the lead, and then see what happens. And so that gives you a little flavour even on that Sunday morning to where we are now, that we've got the story on, and from a journalistic point of view, take it from there. But it's just just concentrate on your job and take it from there, I guess, is the message there.